This time around I got a chance to review the new Celest Wyvern Abyss. In case you are wondering, yes, it is the successor of the Celest Wyvern. The Wyvern Abyss also has a couple of versions, the regular 3.5mm, which I will be reviewing in this video, and the Wyvern Abyss Pro, which has a boom mic like the Celest Wyvern Pro. The unit I will be reviewing is sent by Kinera. Thank you Kinera and Celest. Thank you Thomas and Sharon for trusting me with the review of the Wyvern Abyss. Unlike the higher priced IEM from Kinera and Celest, the Abyss came with a small box, with exceptional box art. Opening them up, like every Kinera and Celest product I have reviewed so far, the Wyvern Abyss tells a little bit about the Wyvern in Chinese mythology. Behind the card lies the Wyvern Abyss, neatly tucked inside a Ziploc bag, along with 3 sets of ear tips and a stock cable. As per tradition with Kinera and Celest, perhaps with QoA IEMs, the Wyvern Abyss design looks so great. I think video nor photos actually do them justice, but trust me, they look even cooler in person. The design is like dragon scales, and the scales are actually 3D printed, not just flat. The faceplate also have some kind of chameleon effect as you are tilting them. The color seems to switch between green and purple. The overall design is ergonomic, leaning towards the custom in-ear design position usually used on stage. They provide a secure feeling in my ears and surprisingly very comfortable to my ears. Although your mileage may vary with the fitment. Not really sure if it is a downside or not, but they fit so securely in my ears that taking them off can be a little difficult at times. First listen to them. There's not a lot of things to talk about as I find them really nice to listen to. Although, I immediately picked up that the treble isn't as forward as the ones on the SE5P I reviewed before the Abyss, and that the Abyss is definitely a lot bassier compared to it. The SE5P truly is a technical set compared to most IEMs in the market, and I think they are also underrated. But I digress. Although, if you want to know more about the SE5P, you can check the link in the video description. Oh, in case you are wondering, my source for this video is either my phone with the TU99 or my PC with TU99. As mentioned before, the Abyss seems to lack that treble sparkle, making cymbals sounds quieter. I personally find it a little bit lacking, but also perfect at the same time, as it gives a more relaxed, fun sound to be daily driven for hours on end. But, of course, it is better to remove your IEMs every hour or so to not damage your ears. I think the treble experience of the Wyvern Abyss is pretty good. Slightly enough to be sparkly, but not too little. Starting with the upper mid-range, the vocal presentation of the Wyvern Abyss is good and forward, with slightly thick male vocals, while also being light enough to not sound too warm. Female vocals also sound so good with the Wyvern Abyss, light, airy, and slightly sparkly. Lower mids teeters around being a V-tune and natural sounding. I think it is more towards the natural sounding, as it does not contrast the bass from the lower mids. What really makes the Wyvern Abyss enjoyable for me is the bass response. I think I have been listening to a lot of leaner sounding IEMs lately, and switching to the Abyss really does bring out more of that enjoyment of listening and just vibing to the music, in my humble opinion. There might be a slight mid-bass bleed to the lower mids, but 9 out of 10 times you probably won't notice it. Overall, I really enjoy listening and daily driving the Wyvern Abyss. On Tasogare no Basicity by Junko Yagami, I was pretty blown away by the wide soundstage presentation of the Wyvern Abyss. While yes, it is not as wide as the DZ4, the sound reproduction with the Wyvern Abyss is overall very enjoyable. Compared to the Zero Reds, the Wyvern Abyss seems to have a little more texturing on bass guitar strings. The vocals seems to be a lot more warmer on the zero reds, but I think both are pretty good. On Distortion, live in Budokan. Perhaps not as resolving as the Star City 5 Pro I reviewed before the Abyss, but I think for musicality and pure enjoyment, the Abyss takes the cake. Still white staging, decent imaging, and decent detail retrieval makes this IEM pretty good for general use. On Bring Me the Horizon Drown, on this track, it seems like the lack of treble definition are accentuated as its cymbals sound slightly tiny and barely noticeable. Other than that, the song sounds as well as other songs. Good imaging, good layering, and good depth. What songs I like the most with the Wyvern Abyss? I think the Wyvern Abyss works well with almost any genres. For my time with them, what I like most about them is that they are not as distracting as something that are more tactical like the SE5P or the EPZ Q1 Pro. The Wyvern Abyss works well with a lot of genres, from metal songs such as Megadeth to calmer pop songs like Nicki's Nicole album, from kawaii core to Japanese oldies. The Wyvern Abyss surely is a flexible set to own, especially if you enjoy a relaxed, bassy sound. The Wyvern Abyss is a new budget product from Celest, costing around $30. The Wyvern Abyss is a really cool looking and sounding IEM. The dragon scale design they have are really mesmerizing for the price. The Wyvern Abyss has a good forward vocals, good bass, and slightly relaxed treble performance. I really enjoy daily driving the Wyvern Abyss, as it is not really distracting, comfortable to wear, and very enjoyable to listen to. As for the ratings, I give the Wyvern Abyss an A- for tonality and a B for technicalities. Well, that is it. That is my review of the Wyvern Abyss. Thank you all for watching. If you're wondering, yes, I am currently sick and I've been busy, but this video isn't about me. So, again, thank you all for watching. Thank you Kinera, thank you Thomas, and thank you Sharon for providing the unit info review and always supporting me. Have a great day.